Yo. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Hope you're doing alright. Hope things are going good for you. Hope life's treating you alright. Hope you had a good Monday. It's over now, so you don't have to worry about it. Monday's done. We've defeated it. We've destroyed it. It will now slumber until it is fated to rise again in about a week. So enjoy that. Forgot to have my mint. So I got it now, and this is why I have my mint before the stream, because it is hard to talk with the mint. So I'm sorry if you hear weird sounds. You shouldn't hear the mint sounds. I'm not trying to ASMR you. My microphone shouldn't be that sensitive, but it's bothering me at the very least. So, tonight we are going to, was that enough motivation? Look, you made it through Monday. GG's, good job. We're gonna chill out and play some Train Gang. I think we might finish this story today. That will be the goal. Hello. Hello. That will be the goal, to finish the story today. Let's see. We haven't really been averaging... We usually average an hour of gameplay per stream. And it's been 3 streams and we're about 3 hours into the 4-hour content, according to the Ruben playthrough. The Rubhen 925 playthrough, which is pretty good gauge for where I am. That's why I use... Figured out how far I am. We're about 3 hours in. But like the first stream we didn't, you know, we checked out Yoon Lee and stuff, so we didn't take the whole time. And then yesterday's stream was a short stream. So we've only really had 1 stream of doing it. So there's an hour and 10 minutes of content left. I'm feeling pretty decent that we're gonna beat it today, unless something comes up. I mean, you never know. You never know. So I feel like we're gonna get it done today. Yo, what up, Pretender? 007, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing fantastically. I'm pretty confident we're gonna get it done today. Hopefully we can get it done with a little time to spare to check out like the event really quick and stuff and see that. I don't think we can get it done with enough time to see the Yoon Lee companion mission. That'll be its own stream. I think it's like an hour and a half. Hopefully we could do that in 1 stream. If at the very least 2, I'll try to make it. We have 2 streams available for it. But so what it'd be really nice is to see the end of the story, see the just like start of the event, just to check it out, see what it's like. And then we're kind of like good. Like we've completed our goal, and we can come back whenever we want to check out the Yoon Lee companion mission, or to work on the event more if we would like to. And then that'll give us Tuesday at least, in case. So we got tomorrow, Tuesday, in case we don't get it done today, or we really want to see the event, or we really want to see the companion mission right away. We can do that. Or we could chill out and play something different. Throw in a Zenless. Throw in, I don't know, one day. I mean, if I could guarantee the Wednesday, then I could like say we could do a Dark Souls or a Tears of the Kingdom. I feel bad throwing 1 Tears of the Kingdom in, since it's been so long, but maybe it would also be good just to throw 1 in since it's been so long. I don't know. We can figure that out when we get there. We gotta beat the story first, right? Shoot, dude, I hate the new mobile update. Oh no. People just keep coming in and saying that. I guess I've had it for a little while now, and so I kind of just have gotten over. I'm just numb to the pain now. It's totally fine once you get past the start, but it's super annoying to open that thing and it just starts playing a stream, and you're like, just show me the list of my followed channels so I can choose the stream I'd like to watch, you know, like every other app does. Except TikTok, but no one likes TikTok. Or YouTube Shorts, but no one likes YouTube Shorts. It's like, oh, let's make it like that. No, no one likes that. So once you like figure out, I think it's the top left button or something, gets you to the following page, and then you gotta like close out the stream it's trying to play. Then you can just like, all right, look at the stuff. But it's super annoying, like if you're in the middle of something or you're in public or something, and just starts blaring shit. And you're just like, what? Just like, I'm trying to. Not to mention like, phones are they're phones, right? They're kind of slow. It could take a little bit to load, and so you're waiting on it to load, and then it's like going off, and you're trying to get it to stop, but it's still like loading. Oh my god. I hate autoplay. No one likes autoplay. Like autoplay was invented just for advertisers, right? It was invented for advertisers so they could keep serving you things and keep giving you ads. It's not exactly true, but but that's why it's turned on by default for all the apps, right? So it's like, it's more of like a feature that, you know, I'm going to be away from the phone for a while and I just want it to keep going. I'll turn it on. But in general, people don't want autoplay on. Particularly when you have, it drives me nuts on YouTube because you're supposed to like engage with the comments and stuff, but it's like, whoop, autoplay, can't even like the video, can't even subscribe, can't even do nothing. And you're like, YouTube, why are you kicking your own features in the nuts? Like, what's going on? And it's like, we don't care about our features, we don't care about our users, we got to get you another ad. It's like, oh, I understand. So yeah, but I don't know, I don't think Twitch gives you an ad when you start it. It doesn't. So that's not why they're doing it. They're doing it for a different reason. I think they're doing it to be more like TikTok or something. But let's, you know what? It's probably supposed to be more like the front page. I don't know if you guys have ever gone to the front page of Twitch. It's not calming. Like, it just starts playing streams, like, real big. And then, like, it shuffles them. So you'll just go to the page and just start yelling at you. And then in, like, 10 seconds or something, it yells something different at you from a completely different stream. It's really wild. So that's probably, you know, for whatever reason they feel like that works the front page. Maybe it does. I never go to the front page for that reason. I go to browse, I go to following. So, you know, that's probably what they were thinking with the app. Either that or they're just lured by the TikTok kitties. Look how many users TikTok has. Yeah, bots. That's why it has so many users. It's fake. It's fake. They're all fake. I think now it has real users because everybody thought it had a lot of users, but it was they're obviously lying. They're obviously lying. You know, so it probably has real users. I think it has real users now, but I still wouldn't trust any numbers off of it because that's how they did it. I mean, it's just. They're like, China was like, let's make an app. Well, how do we make it successful? Oh, let's make everybody think they got 1 million views. Okay, everybody used it. It worked. But I'm sure it's still inflated. Let's see. I usually keep LeakBeat's channel open in my browser and go from there. I don't know what a LeakBeat is. Am I allowed to say that on stream? But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't bother me so much. I mean, every mobile app, I think is terrible. I don't know why. Tablet apps seem to be fine. I like tablet apps, actually sometimes more than I like using the computer. But mobile apps drive me insane. Like, and I have to do everything on my phone now because my tablet's been out of commission for a while, and it's nuts. I hate it. I hate it. And it's not just because it's small. I could deal with it being smaller, but they changed the way the apps work. And like, I'm always hitting the wrong thing. It's always like clicking on stuff I don't mean it to. It's always like zooming ahead, skipping things. It's so frustrating. And I like never had any of those problems on the tablet versions. I don't know. It's like they cater to a different audience. Either that or it's like they just forget tablet exists, so it's like years behind before everything was really annoying. Yeah, we'll gramps. That's a gramp. We're grampsing. Anyways, we're gonna play some Star Rail tonight. Well, the whole point was I just accept it, and I don't get that mad about it anymore, unless I'm like trying to click on something and it like skips my video, and then I get mad. But it's whatever. I just like know it's gonna happen, and I just move on. But yeah, we're gonna play some Star Rail tonight. Like I said, I hope we're gonna finish the story tonight. I'm kind of itching to get going, but I feel like I should wait a little bit. I wasn't super late today, but I got to bed. I got to bed later. I got to bed like 2 hours late, but I got up only 1 hour late, so I lost some sleep. But I'm actually, well, after I woke up, it took me a little while to wake up, but then when I woke up, I've been in a pretty good mood. Probably since breakfast, and that's how long it took me to sandwich. It's probably like a good hour and a half before I was fully awake. But since then, I've been like moving, so I'm not as late as I have been, which makes me feel good. And yesterday, I finally found one of the reasons I was up a little bit late. It didn't take me too long, but I've been trying to like go through the apps that I found, and I finally found one that'll make GIFs. I've been like just trying to get art apps, because like I said, my tablet's been out of commission. So I've been trying to find art apps, you know, in like the 15 minutes I have here and there, and I found one that'll do GIFs. So hopefully I can take one of those 15 minutes and that's all I got anymore, and make a little GIF out of it, because there's been a GIF I wanted to make that should be really simple, as long as I could find something that would do it. And I tried to find something online, like the online GIF makers. Yo, what up, Angel? How you doing? And they weren't cutting it because I couldn't. They didn't give me enough options. So I was like, I just need a program that can animate. I was like, I have one on my tablet, but I can't use the damn tablet. So, I don't know. It'll be pretty cringe, but I do have a usable art app that I like. Actually, 2 of them, but only one of them animates. There's a couple more I need to try. I downloaded a few more. I should try them out to see if they're good or bad or better. But hopefully I could do something with that. Because the fixing the tablet ain't working. If I could just send it off, but I don't think they're gonna let me send it off. I think I gotta take it in, so I don't have time to schedule all that shit. Good to see you, Angel. Hope you're doing fantastically. Excellent, genuine alt. How come we don't use genuine? I should have named it Genuine Anime. Did I say hi to you, Fenrir? What up, Fenrir? I've been responding to your messages. The lo-fi channel. Oh, I see. I got you go. Oh, I see. So you've got a music channel. I got you. Yeah, it like autoplays one of my followed channels, so it's not like a channel I don't like the top page or something, but it's still like I don't want stuff yelling at me when I open it up, you know. I used them yesterday. You just didn't pay it. I saw it yesterday. You even used my favorite, Genuine Spank. Spank the Yanqing. The Husbando ults and Jingliu. Is this Lafu ults? Is there any from anyone? Is there any 5 stars from Lafu? Oh, it's the quartet. Quartet. I gotcha. So the only one that'd be missing is one we don't have, yeah. Because the quintet. It's what broke up the quintet. Still love Jingliu. I wish I loved Jingliu. She looks really cool, but unless you do that one Yanqing companion mission, like, she's not in the game. She's legitimately not in the game unless you do that companion mission. So I haven't seen her. Yo, it's CB! What up, CB? I need to do that mission because they're referencing it. They're referencing it quite a bit in this story we're doing right now because it's a Yanqing story. And I'm like, I think they're referencing that. And I don't know. Yo, CB with the resub! 62 months. Holy snappers, CB. Yo, 62. 7 months away from the magic. That's right. 7 months away from the magic number. The magic 69. You're so close. What is that? So that'd be like 5. It's 5 years and 9 months. The magic month. Shoot, dude. CB, thank you for subbing for so dang long. It's unbelievable. Thank you for sticking around that long. Thank you for subbing and supporting the stream for that long. Keeping us going, keeping the pain train railing, keeping the... You know, it works. Keeping the pain train railing, it works. But you just, whatever. Keeping the tar warm and bubbly. Keeping everything going. As I've said many times, we run on subs and, well, and people watching and the grace of God, to be honest. But the subs, very helpful, very valuable. So thank you for subbing for so long. Enjoy your emotes, your ad quotes, your exchange points, your no commercials, whatever else you get for it. Your cool moon badge. I hope you're doing fantastically. Are you back from your road trip? How was your... Those pictures you sent were like awesome. I know it's been a little while now, so you might be back. But that was pretty cool. That seemed fun. Going out west. I supposedly have been out west when I was like a little bubba, but I don't remember it. I'd love to do it and just see the sights. Subs pain eternal suffering. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. One more month and we'll have our 7th Twitch baby. I don't want it. I don't like this. I don't like this. Do I have an emote for this? What's my most uncomfortable 7TV emote? I'm gonna have to keep scrolling to find an appropriate one. Okay, you know what? This will be good enough. Oh. Yo, what up, K-Fox? OMG, start the game. Look, we had to wait for you, K-Fox. Ended 20 minutes. I wanted to wait at least 20 minutes. Because I kind of started and, like, nobody was here. So I kind of wanted to make sure. That's what happens when you start an hour late for half a year. Been back a couple weeks. It's pretty fun. Spent the last half of the week going down the coast. Yo! So you got to see like the canyons and the mountains and you went down the coast? What a road trip, dude. Sounds awesome. I hope it was a good time. Yeah, we shovel pain and suffering into the coal compartment in the train. And it spits tar out the back. Yes, Yanqing Spank. Which Jigyuan Spank was, bro? I'm starting late for 5. Dude, I really have. Dude, I really have. That's why it bothers me so much. I used to start at 9, and then it's when I moved, and then I kept getting screwed, and kept getting screwed with my sleep and stuff. And then I finally settled into like a place, but it's too late. Much later than I want to be. And I would lose people because you just change schedules, you lose people. So I'm always just trying to get the stream started back for those folks. I mean, they watched, they chatted, they subbed, you know what I mean? I gotta try to like do what I can for them. I'm just kind of, so every time I start late, I feel like I'm failing everybody. That's why I get so upset about it. But I don't know. Look, if we can get back towards 11, we were at 11 a good chunk of last year. We were at 11 like, well, before time change, we were hitting 11. Not like 11, but like 11, between 11 and 12. So I'd like to get back to that. And then I still want to push it between 10 and 11. I want to do 6-hour streams. That's what I feel like I should do. But, you know, we do what we can. You failed me, Cap? I can't believe Wow, True Sound! Wow! Wow! He's not wrong, though. He's not wrong. Bible fucking thumps in the chat, dude. We've got to have more cries. How many cries do we have? I have a... What is it? Crowed? We have a group cry. Yeah, we have Crodes. Crode's tapped here. I need a Crode, but like he has that water effect, and then he just like disperses, like he goes woof. I need that, dude. Shoot, dude. It's crazy thing when I first came here is 2 months into being old enough to gamble. Holy snap, CB. Don't think about it. If you think about it, you realize you become older. The more you think about it, the older you get. You have to protect yourself. Yo, what up, True Sound? It's good to see you. I hope you've been doing well. True Sound. Now, you want it like True Sound, quality streamer, doesn't fail you. delivers high quality, fancy lights, fancy just graphics and stuff. Does crazy shit in souls. Good gamer, good streamer. Basically, you know what you don't get here. I haven't streamed in a month. I failed all. Well, look, when you do stream, it's quality, and that's what counts. That's what counts. No, man. I'm glad whenever you do, but don't stress about it too much, man. Don't be like me and freak out about stupid stuff. But it's good to see you either way. Shoo, dude. Shoo, dude. Got True Sound in the chat. I don't even know. You know, we're still working through our Dark Souls, True Sound. This last month and a half we've been playing all sorts of crazy stuff, like lots of games and stuff have come out. We play too many anime gachas now. But we're still working through Dark Souls. Cass is like crying in the corner. Just play Dark Souls. Hydropus like fading to dust. We're still working through it. It's hard. It's hard to play it like consistently. I don't know how the hell people do these challenge runs. Like True does challenge runs. I don't like. It's stressful for me just to play the damn thing. I enjoy it, believe it or not. What is the game about? Which one? This one? Dark Souls? Vacation Simulator, nice. Nice. Hollow Knight no hit is next. I've seen some cool challenge runs for Hollow Knight. I've seen some cool ones. Captain used to be a gamer, now he's a slightly masculine e-boy. Thank you for at least giving me slightly masculine. I'll take it. I'll take anything. We're just an e-boy. We're just rage gamer e-boy now. That's what it is. I don't even have a cute anime avatar. We just have an ugly painting in a closet. That's what we have. That's what we do. That's what we do. Shoot, dude. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing some more Dark Souls though. I've been playing. I'm really wanting to play some PoE, and we got to play a little bit of it. But I don't know. I think people want to see blasting on that game and not goofy play through the campaign. Like people will watch new Dark Souls players, and it's fun, right? Because it's like a big haunted house. It's fun to see who you're gonna get got by. But Path of Exile, despite being very similar, I think these days is just, yo, what's your strategy to make 15 divines in an hour, you know? And I'm like, dude, I'm doing the campaign. But it's still fun. I still want to play it. I really want to play PoE 2, so I want to like, I almost kind of want to beat PoE 1 because I've never got into endgame or anything before we do PoE 2, but we'll see how it goes. Never seen Honky Starbucks. All right, this game, we're gonna jump right into a story here very quickly because I need to get the game started. This game is a space fantasy turn-based JRPG. That's what this game is. You are essentially the train gang, and you are a group of heroes that run around to different planets on adventures. And essentially you go to a planet and you see what's going on there and you save the day. However, it has Hoyo's knack for deep, emotional stories and very, what's the word for it? Just very extensive and thought out world building and a very, very strong sense of continuity, which is why I like Hoyo's stories, because the continuity is really good. So I think it's like every month or so you get an update with the new story. About every year, if it follows the Genshin pattern, you will get a new big story with a new planet you've never seen and a new huge story like we just went through with Pinaconi. I think it was like 4 patches. The first 3 were the story and the last one was an epilogue, and it was like 8, 10, 12 hours for the first 2-3 patches. The epilogue was 4. It's usually 4 hours. And then in between, you get patches like we're on now, which are you go back to a place you've been to before and catch up with the people you met. And there's a new little story. So, I don't know, if you're into like adventure, it seems to be like a little bit older. Like, you know how like Genshin is like fairy tale and it's kind of like teens, and Zenless is really feels like teens. This one feels like more like young adults, like 20s. I don't know, I really like the adventure. I like the space fantasy, where it's still fantasy, but it's got this sci-fi bent to it. And I like meeting all the characters. There's a strong emphasis on lots of characters, because it is a gacha game. So they have a lot of characters. And it's a good time. It's a real good time. No real aliens, though? Yeah. Well, I mean, there's werewolves. There's bugs. Yeah, it's like Star Trek, really. It's that kind, or it's like Star Wars. It's more like Star Wars than anything. Because Star Wars is space fantasy. Let's jump in. At the moment, we're doing kind of. We just had a big, heavy story with Pinaconi. Lots of drama and people like having their lives threatened and people waking up from delusions and people trying to end the universe and all that shit. We had to beat up a doofus who tried to get rid of Mondays, so you'd think he'd be a good guy, but it didn't, you know. Then he turns into a giant head and tries to end the world. So we just did all that craziness, and so this is our first patch after all that, and it's very fun. It's very high adventure. It's very fluffy. There's like two kids that are both swords masters, and they're from different ships, and they're like mad at each other, and so they're like, you know, and then like the adults are like trying to like, all right, kids, you know. So there's like this big festival competition, swords competition. So they're like, it's very, like I said, it's a lot lighter, fluffier adventure like anime at the moment, which has been a nice little palate cleanser after Pinaconi. But let's jump in and get in there. Alright, as you know, in order to start the gameplay, we have to sacrifice a Paimon. So luckily we have a Paimon, and we've sacrificed her. Okay. I don't know, that's probably the best way I could sum up Star Rail, just as a very general primer. The stories have been compelling and emotional. If you've done any Hoyo stories like Honkai or Genshin, or this one, Star Rail, you might kind of have a feeling. But it is a JRPG. There's a lot of like standing around talking. It functions a lot like Final Fantasy XIV, where there's a lot of like talking for the story, and then you play the gameplay kind of afterwards. You'll have like maybe a boss or something in the story, maybe a couple fights, but the gameplay is really like for after the story, and they do a lot of events and stuff where you do the gameplay. Oh, I gotta turn it up so you guys can hear it. And it's it is a live game, it is a gacha game, so there's like daily grind stuff you gotta do if you want to build up your guys and things like that. That's kind of where the gameplay is. Do you help the young girls with their melons? Nice. There are. There's definitely some melons in this game. That is true. And if anyone needs help with them, I am ready and willing. If they're all aliens, it's true. Ending Mondays would be cool if you'd try to end every day. So that's what I'm saying. Alright, let's see. No, we're not on the train right now. We are on the Xianzhou La Fu, which is like space Liyue, which is space mythological China. Here's the 4 places we've been. This was Tutorial Planet. This was Chapter 1. This is Chapter 2. And then with 2.0 they had Chapter 3. So we are here. And we've been here a couple of times. Can I show you the cool one? Here's the cool one. Can I zoom out? No, here's the cool map. The Lafu. There's the spooky tree. It's not a good tree, but it's there. And here's all the little maps. So it's set up like a traditional JRPG. Like you go into a map, right, and then it's a map. It's not an open world or anything. And it's got different places you could teleport to. It's got map exploration kind of thing. But we're doing the story right now, so let's see where we are in the story. And I did, if you see, we did this red dot. We did unlock the event. So you know how in the story they skipped through March's training? Well, the event is the March training montage. So now that we've got that far in the story, we can do the event. And it's let us revisit the time when March 7 received the gift from her 2 young mentors. Accepting the pair of swords made her soar with anticipation. She managed to become a chivalrous swords master. But so that's the event. We're not gonna do that right now. But that is as you can see, it has unlocked for me here. We can do it, which is nice because they really did just skip over that. It was just like a 2 weeks later. She now knows how to use the swords. I was like, oh, that's kind of quick. But well, the event is all about like planning her day and stuff and doing that. So there's your thing to do. But we're on the main story here. That's one of the kids. She doesn't have shoes. That's how you know she's a kid. Alright, so our current mission for that is I think we just uncovered a werewolf plot. So we did our little training montage with March and her 2 masters, which are the sword kids. And then we ended up finding some bad dudes, and they were werewolves. They're like, oh no, the werewolves have infiltrated. And we're like, we need to go tell the general. And then it says, meanwhile, at the general, and that's where we are in this story right now. Head to the seat of Divine Force out to meet Fei Xiao, who's gonna... I'm very excited to meet Fei Xiao. In the seat of Divine Foresight, the Yao Qing's general, Fei Xiao, summons the express crew to inquire about the whole story surrounding the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, which was Chapter 2. There's none of the terseness that one might expect. The general's objective upon arrival in the Lafu might not have been here in the first place. All she wants to ensure is that Jing Yuan's loyalty has not changed. So these guys have multiple ships, and we've only been working with one ship. It's essentially like a life ship. It's a whole planet on a ship. And chapter 2 is this whole big crisis of, you know, the plant zombies coming back, and we had to deal with them. So now the other ships are checking in and being like, hey, why'd you guys have a plant zombie problem? What you doing? So the other ship's generals have arrived for the festival as an excuse to basically kind of check on these guys. And so that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. So let's go deal with it. Should have the volume turned up. Let me know if you can hear it and all that stuff. Yeah, rip Paimon.
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express.
That's us.
I'm Fei Xiao, the general of the Xianzhou Yao Cheng.
Has fantastic fashion sense. Love her jacket. She's gonna be a new character next patch. The tiny little guy is also a general, but I don't think he's gonna be playable, which makes me sad. The guy on the left is our general. He's our friend. We're gonna autoplay it. Let me know if it's annoying.
Let me introduce our guest to you.
But what a cool shot.
The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune.
Dude, she
and
already
the person
knows.
behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh.
Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've
Why
been
does
eager
everyone
to
always
meet
know
you
us?
face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained, right?
She wants to check. She wants to check to make sure we're not a problem, because we were instrumental in helping. So I think Jing Yuan said that it's like we might be a convenient excuse, right? And it's like he just used us to make it all make sense. We're gonna answer your questions, witnesses. I think we don't have to answer the questions. General Jing Yuan didn't tell us about that. We're not gonna lie to her. I don't. Well, like, this doesn't matter, but we're not answering the questions, right? Let's just state the facts. I don't want to like lead her anywhere because I don't want to get Jing Yuan in trouble. We're here to answer your questions and witnesses. Oh!
That's right. But don't worry, this isn't a trial. I just want to have a chat with you and get a better understanding of the facts.
I guess she is going to ask us questions.
According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance.
Hold on, I gotta check something. Did they just... It's always been Destruction Legion, right? It's always... And now it's just... I think they just changed it. You know how they like changed the chirps? It was chirp and then it was tweet just randomly in the last patch. I think they've changed Destruction Legion to Ruin Legion now. Because it's always been Destruction Legion. Right, yeah, that's who made the big tree. The big trees are good. I understand you, True Sound. But this big tree was bad. It made zombies. Yeah, see now she's talking about destruction. Okay, alright, yeah, it's the same thing. They've just changed the name. Yeah, March isn't here because she's self-training.
The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you.
Uh-oh.
Let me be clear. The questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts. So please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
She's gonna grill us, dude.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind, we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
Don, what does that mean?
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
Excuse me? No!
The Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jingyuan wants us to be honest. Maybe I'll just stick to the facts we know.
Oh no, they introduced this to us earlier in this patch. It's like it's a negotiation game. When they introduced the general, there was like an awesome cutscene with a sword fight between the two kids, and she just like breaks it up by like flicking their swords away. So it was really cool intro for her. What kind of exchange? I don't know. She's talking about Don Hung's tongue. I don't know what to feel about this. Yeah, questioning Jingyuan's loyalty is BS, Angel. That's what the tiny general said. But they said the marshal wanted to do it. I feel like the marshal's Fuhua. I feel like it has to be. Because we haven't seen anyone like in charge of all the ships. That's gonna be a cool moment. Alright, so what? Okay, so we have 3 morales each. If we answer these properly, we get a morale and they lose a morale. In this case, Fei Xiao. So that's the goal. We want to have more morales than her by the end. We have 3 rounds. What do we have? I can't.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve the Stellaron crisis.
That's correct.
However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation.
Yeah, they're not great
So,
guys.
why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection with them?
Okay, look. Well, shoot. Yo, this is not... Is this the right time to bring up that our girlfriend is a Stellaron hunter? That happened after this, okay? That was not... We didn't know. Oh, no. Alright, so we have 2 weaken emotional trigger, which doubles the results, and weaken smoke and mirrors, which skips it. Okay. Alright. What did he say? We want to stick to the truth? All comes down to Stellar, and we are the good guys. We're the good guys. Razor's suspicion about the relationship with Stellar Hunters. That'd be bad. Talk about Elio's prophecy. Look, we showed up because we knew we were getting manipulated, but if there was a Stellaron, we needed to help. That's what happened.
Apart from the Lafu, there are many other worlds suffering from Stellaron corrosion. For example, Eurillo 6, the world that the Express stopped at before reaching the Lafu, was one of them.
I think it worked. We got one.
To the Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail and pose risks to the warping process. And that's why dealing with Stellaron issues is part of the duty of the Nameless.
Oh, I honestly thought it was just because we were good guys. I didn't realize we had an excuse for it. I thought I was perfectly willing to accept that we're just the good guys in the universe to just run around and do good things.
Ah, I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express connects various worlds, so it makes sense for you to take care of this. The cosmos is a mess, and the Trailblazers are just doing their best to fix it. I understand.
Our stated goals as Trailblazers is to adventure, is to see places, and just go around. Like, that's the whole point. We're literally interstellar adventurers. We just want to see places. So yeah, something, you know, corruption blocking the train, causing problems, would that be in our way?
Let's move on to the next question. The reports suggest that Don Shu, the master of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, colluded with the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the Ambrosial Arbor.
I forgot what her name was. Yeah, that's what happened.
But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Vidyadhara guards around the Ambrosial Arbor?
Okay, y'all, I didn't play the companion missions. I just did the main story. Did we ever actually figure out how they got the Stellaron down there? We didn't know. We just knew it got down there. Oh no, I didn't do those. I didn't do the side missions. Oh shit. Oh. The Preceptor's the Lafu. I don't remember who that is. I've personally met Don Shu. That's not gonna look good for us. Exile on Biberluna is what led to this calamity. Is that actually true? Refuse to answer? Y'all, I don't actually know. Do we skip it? Do we smoke and mirror it? I'm really tempted to smoke and mirror it, dude. How did that Stellaron get down there? Weren't we thinking it had something to do with like Luocha or whatever? But I can't remember. That might have been something else. We know somebody was, we know a particular Foxian was in on it, but I don't think she got it down there. It was just the Alchemy Commission in general. But they can't go down there either, can they? Oh, I think it did have something to do with Imbibitor Lunae. Should we refuse to answer? Wouldn't that be bad for us? Alright, look, I'm gonna try this. Because I think this is correct. It's because of the exile of Imbibitor Lunae.
If the Lafu hadn't exiled Danheng, leaving the Vidyadhara with no leader, they wouldn't have fallen into chaos. And there wouldn't have been the opportunity to bring the Stellaron to the roots of the Arbor unnoticed. Did
I just throw the general under the bus?
Imbibitor Lunae was exiled due to his own crimes.
Ugh.
Now, Danheng, as his reincarnation, is free from his sins. However, why did he risk trespassing on the Xianzhou Lafu before his exile was lifted?
Okay, so I'm not good at this negotiation game.
I was concerned about the safety of my companions, so I acted brazenly. I admit I was reckless at the time, but...
I think I fucked up.
But he returned despite everything. Now, let's consider the outcome. The Arbor was resurrected, and the Lafu required a High Elder to repair the seal and suppress the plague mark.
Right.
It's hard not to think about the stakes involved, right?
Right, which is what Danheng had to do.
According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy.
How did they get the Stellaron down there? Now I want to know.
She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission and traveled with you, only to vanish without a trace later on.
Disguised herself.
It seems too convenient to label her as a scapegoat.
Disguised herself is one way of putting it. Rip. Okay, so we have to get this right or we lose. We could also go back and try the other one. We do have an out. We could retry the second one that we just kind of failed. If I feel confident in this, I'm gonna go for it. If not, I might retry because I want to win. Seems too convenient to label as your scapegoat. Well, I mean, that's what happened. Fushuan witnessed everything firsthand. Did she? Ventilia is a heliobus? I mean, that's also correct. I mean, is that gonna make her not a scapegoat, though? I don't. Once again, I'm confused. Like, what? How? What? Which one of these is supposed to be good? Dude, this is our last chance. I don't want to lose, dude. Right? The first impression is General that she's straightforward and stern, therefore trying to deceive her is probably not a good idea. Okay, well I haven't tried to do that. It seems convenient to label her as a scapegoat. Well, she's a look. I'm just gonna go. Look. She's a heliobus.
Fantilia is one of the Heliobi, the energy life forms that once fought against the Cienjo. They're known for their unpredictable and elusive nature.
I mean, it was correct. I wasn't trying to deceive.
Just as he said, when the ambrosial arbor resurrected, its roots broke through the creation furnace on the Lawfu, accidentally releasing the heliobus fiend fire sealed inside. This can be used as circumstantial evidence.
Okay, I wasn't thinking about that, but good on you, Huayan. Huayan saved our ass, dude.
If Elder Hua Yen accepts the explanation, so do I.
We did it! Why
It
is
seems
so
that
hard,
your
dude?
answers have addressed all my questions.
Kinda.
Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Fei Shao?
I mean,
Have the doubts in the report been cleared up?
at least it went better than the last one.
The two nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details, my intuition tells me there is nothing wrong. However,
Uh-oh.
the three questions I posed earlier were not just for the nameless, but for you too, General Jing Yuan. First, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Lawfu, yet the six charioteers were not aware of it. That was a dereliction of duty.
What the hell are the charioteers?
Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the plague mark.
Ugh.
That was a dereliction of responsibility.
Yeah, but it worked though.
Third, you insist on holding the
He's so
war
cool.
dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Lawfu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
Damn.
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking? Or the Ten Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
Wait, are the Tin Lords above the ships? I thought the Tin Lords were just on this ship. Are the Tin Lords, like, outside all the ships? Are there Tin Lords on each ship? Dude, there's so many. There's... the Space Leeway has so much, like, red tape layers, dude. Haven't we met some Tin Lords? No, we've just met people who were part of the Tin Lords Commission, haven't we? Like, Hanya and Shui. And I think even Woho. But they're not actually the Tin Lords. Yeah, they could be. They could be a bigger governing committee somewhere. But aren't we like the main ship? Wouldn't they be here? Why would they talk to Fei Shao and not us? I don't know, man.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it earlier. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it, but in the end, the Lawfu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy about the future holds some merit.
Hmm?
And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Lawfu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once and for all.
Yo, why is he so cool?
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. You have a way with words. I like it. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within the Lawfu, there are people accusing you of neglecting your duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
So what are your thoughts on all of this, General Fei Shao?
As a fellow Arbiter General, I fully understand the difficulties of this position. Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the Divine Foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Lawfu, and the meaning behind it.
Is that Fushuan?
Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
Oh, see, we don't. We know something happened.
The Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again. The Borisin packs that were once divided and scattered have started swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs. Moreover, there's an entity named Mongus behind
Yo,
it all.
manga's behind it all.
An entity?
It's that dirty
According
manga.
to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borisin.
Wait, what?
It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality.
Oh, jeez.
She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison, and as elusive as quicksand.
Is it actually Fantilia again?
The Borisin believe she'll give them a chance to rise again.
That's Fantilia.
Yes, I was about to say. It's like,
That's
is it her
right.
again?
You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly.
Oh, I don't think we've heard of these boats. Yo Wu? Yao Guang? Oh, those might be the titles of the generals on different boats. Yo Wu might be one of the generals. And he or she has the title of Patina Justice. And Yao Guang as Seer Strategist. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So we don't know what boats they're on. So she's having a problem with Fantilia as well. And so she's on our side. She's like, no, I get it. I'm also having a problem. I got werewolves all over my ship right now because that piece of shit. Okay.
I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Lawfu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
She just wants to satisfy.
What's in this plan, General Fei Shao?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you.
Wait, what?
You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts. And for that, I'll have to ask the two Nameless to visit the Shackling prison.
Oh, she wants to kill that guy. She wants to kill that guy who's been internally imprisoned. They hinted some of the new story they talked about is there's this big bad Borisin leader, big bad werewolf leader, forever, locked up as some sort of eternal punishment. Because you got to remember, all these guys live forever because of the abundance. So they've locked him up instead of executing him. And I think what she's hinting at is like, no, we need to execute him. This is causing a problem. Like, it's just this won't go away until we take care of this guy. And of course, something's gonna go wrong. He's gonna get out, and he's gonna be the boss, right? We're gonna have to fight him. You realize the Shackling prison is also where they had locked up Don Feng? No, I didn't. So have we heard about this guy before, or just this prison? Like I said, I was still trying to get caught up in the story for chapter 2, so we didn't do like any of the companion missions or anything. That's only been a recent thing we've been able to do with Pinacone. Because I was still way behind trying to get caught up. So I didn't see March's companion mission or Don Hung's companion mission or like Kafka's. Like there was a lot of lot of really important for the meta story stuff that happened here that I haven't seen. Like, I haven't played Hook's companion mission either, but, like, does it matter? Not really. But, like, Hook's story probably isn't going to be super relevant to the continuing game, but these ones seem to have been. I don't know. I guess we need to do them at some point. I wonder if we'll ever get propagation path characters. They'd have to add new paths, I guess. Well, I mean, I guess they don't have to. You know, you could have a propagation character that's on Erudition or something. I mean, but wouldn't that just be big bugs, Fenrir? Do you want to play as the bugs? Just the prison. Okay, thank you. She wants Danheng to have to go to where Danfeng was locked up, just as I thought for you. So that, well, I mean, everything's hard for Danheng. He's, you know what? He's just, everything's emotional and tough for him. I just assume every time he's here, at the very least, he's having a tough time. But you're right. That is relevant to his character's state. All right. So are you imprisoning us?
No, I'm not imprisoning you. While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the 10 Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed testimony with the karmic mirror from both of you.
Oh,
We'll fill in the
doesn't
gaps
want to
that
deal
weren't
with this
covered
guy.
in the report, and silence any protests within the Alliance.
Oh, so maybe she... Is this what being the bad guy is? Okay. All right. I guess I was wrong. I was way off base. She just wants us to go take a lie detector.
I'm okay with that.
I object. Yo, can we, I'm gonna go with this one. We've been thrown in prison too many times, dude. It's affected our mental state. Will you let us come back?
Worried that I might go back on my word and keep you in the shackling prison? Relax. If I wanted to do that, you'd already be behind bars. Once you're done with your testimony, you're free to come and go as you please.
They say that. They say that until they put you in the claws.
As the Merlin's Claw requests.
Cuffs.
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance. But I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
That would be her.
So-
She's a Foxian.
You are here for Hule.
I mean, I was still right.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Luofu's shackling prison.
I was just
Since
ahead.
he is the broodlord of the Borison, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there.
Wait, you want it?
The recent movements of the Borison suggest they're planning something big, so we must act preemptively.
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis.
Wouldn't that
Since
just
you trust my judgment,
give them an opportunity?
I'll repay that trust. What do you think about all this, General Huayan?
Tiny man.
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument, but it seems like both of you are on the same page, solving each other's problems. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And as for Hule, I'll send my lieutenants Zhao Chou and Moza to check on his condition in prison and ready him for transport. If there are no more questions, shall we get this started?
I mean, they know something's up. They know it has to do with the Borison, and so they're gonna like let this guy out of the prison to relocate him. Wouldn't that just put him in a worse? Wouldn't that just make what they're currently trying to do make their job easier? Because they're probably trying to break him out of prison. I don't think that's very smart. Well, they might. You know what? They don't know that the werewolves are already here. That's what it is. March does. Yanqing does. Yunli does, but they haven't had the chance to tell them yet. So they probably wouldn't do this if they knew the werewolves were already here. They probably think they're getting, like she said, they're getting out ahead of it, but they're not ahead of it. Like, it's happening right now. Actually, very worried you'll decide to lock the door and throw away the key, right? Like, why wouldn't she? She's cool and she's 5-star and she looks great, but that, you know, that doesn't mean she ain't gonna throw us in the jail, dude. Okay. Go to the prison. That sounds fun. Yeah, technically March is in here. She's with you. Neither is Fushuan. I just needed a sustain unit on the team. But March is with Yunli and Yanqing, and they just found out about the werewolf plot, and they're like, we need to tell the general. And then it's like, meanwhile, at the general. So these guys were just a little bit too late on this info. Can I talk to these two? Yo, why didn't Yo make Hwaiyan a 4-star? I'd play as the tiny little guy. I'd have fun. Give him like a drunken monk, kind of like, you know, some Jackie Chan stuff. That'd be awesome. Let's see if we can talk to him.
Well, I'm glad we managed to talk this out.
We're uncomfortably close to him. Alright, we can talk to Fei Xiao. Fei Xiao give you a once-over. Gives, probably. Fei Xiao gives you a once-over, and despite lacking any apparent reason, you feel scrutinized, as if she were sizing up an opponent.
Do you actually believe in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy?
Well, they haven't got anything wrong so far. I'm gonna be honest. He would probably be like, he would probably be not sure, because you got to realize everything they've predicted has come true so far, but it's weird. It's weird. I'm gonna go with I don't know.
The Xianzhou's matrix of prescience
Yo, we
can
get to
also
talk?
predict the future. Do you believe in its prophecies?
Yo, he even had a good rebuttal.
I understand.
Wait, what is this? What are you looking at? Do you believe us? Fei Xiao gives a nod.
While words can be deceiving, your gaze, your breathing, and your scent,
Bro, she's smelling
they
us.
reveal more than your words do.
Fox. Why doesn't she have a tail? Have you guys noticed that? She has really long hair, but she doesn't have a tail. Well, she's a Vidyadhara, but even like the NPC Fox, see the guy on the back, he has a tail. Does she canonically have a tail and they just couldn't do it on the model because they wanted to give her long hair? Or does she actually not have a tail for some reason?
I trust my intuition more than any words.
There might be dark history behind the lack of her tail. There is some like dark secrets on the chain. Like they have literally an Assassin's Creed man. We have Zhao Chu talking about how like on the battlefield it doesn't matter who's good and who's bad. We just gotta live. And you're like, oh, yo, what the fuck? And she's been hinted at having some secrets as well. So yeah, there could be some crazy shit on the you know what I mean? It could be something wild. Let's grab these real quick. Correspondence from Realm Keeping Commissioner. We are not reading these. Madam Yukon. Master Diviner. Yeah, Master Fushuan is the Master Diviner. So do the other ships have a Master Diviner? The Luofu is kind of a special ship. It's like, as far as I know, it's the lead ship. Like the one. It's not necessarily in charge, because like, you know, there is a Grand Marshal. But it is like the lead ship, the #1 ship. So it has some special stuff with it. But so Jing Yuan's like the general of the lead ship, but he's kind of the lead general, but also not really. Like he can't order the other generals around. So, you know, if any ship's gonna if any Master Diviner is actually, there's only one in the whole fleet, it would make sense it was on our ship, you know, on the Luofu. Cap, you're not part of the Luofu. I want to be. I can see it. Like, I don't know. I'm ultimately fascinated how all these, like, bunch of ships, this fleet of ships, like, works as its own, you know, planet and culture. Alright, Huifu, Realm Keeping Commissioner. Alright, well. Wait. A swift recovery. Wait, who is this to her? She said there was something wrong with her. No, this is to our general. Well, now I feel like I should read that. What's this one? Jiao Chu's consumable prescription. Jiao Chu is a healer from the Yao Qing. Ah, there are a few recipes that Jiao Chu has left for the Yao Qing's general servant. Maybe the other one was about her. We don't know what's wrong with her. We just know that he can't fix it. Replenish nutrients and regulates chi. Oh my god, this guy's a cook. Why do they use grams? What is that? 1 mace of Conting clover, but 2 grams of dried powdered red sage. Now I would believe they use something weird like maces. I don't know what the hell that is, but I believe they use it. Do I believe Space Fantasy uses grams? No. No, not in these. It is a fantasy unit, but not as, you know, not a Space Fantasy unit. Obtain a berry pheasant. Joan's been ill for a long time. Is chi... See, now wait, now why are they... What? Fei Xiao's not a his. Maybe there is something going on with our general. Maybe they just translated it wrong. Yeah, because this one's... General's extreme speed can easily disturb her mental state. Skim off the scum? What? The root of the general's condition is an extended overdraft of her own vitality. Toxins within her muscles have not been dispersed, leading to muscular damage and breakdown. Let's rely on food supplements to cleanse the toxin in her blood and repair her muscle. So, does she have something wrong with her, or is she just too cool and it's like hurting her? Alright, anyways. Captain stalling again. That mofo ain't no healer, he's a damned assassin. Well, his friend certainly is Assassin's Creed. But yeah, the healer, even the healer's kind of dark. He started talking about poisons, and you're like, okay. It was funny the kids called him out on that. It's like, you're trying to prove you're a healer by telling us you know how to poison people? And he was like, what? That's not what I meant. I actually believe him. I think he just had low charisma there.
I'm really sorry about all this. But the testimony in the shackling prison won't take up much of your time.
Uh-huh.
I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony, and then you can head back. So no need to worry.
Uh-huh.
As you wish, General.
We're definitely I'm worrying. I'm currently worrying. Worrying is happening. Sometime later, a starskip carries you and Dan Heng to a place that looks strikingly familiar. So have we been here in the story?
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your arrival.
Oh, we've been here.
And I am here to receive you. The judges at the interrogation division also know your purpose in coming.
Wait, why is it in Scale Gorge? Man, this place was so cool. This is where we learned that Dan Heng is... Oh my god. Enemies. This is where we learned that Dan Heng is actually Moses. Fucking part of the sea. This was such a cool map. This was 2. This was, is it 1.3? Because it was chapter 2. I think it was the 3rd part of chapter 2. Such a cool map, dude. Alright, well, I guess we go in here. If both of you are ready, please follow me to the shackling prison. Well, guess we're ready. Yo, there might have been a secret, alright? Yeehaw? Because it's beneath the gorge? Oh.
The shackling prison.
Isn't the gorge an ocean?
I didn't expect to be back here after all these years.
Okay, alright. Thank you.
Danhong.
Thank you for telling us that, Angel.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you.
Because now that made sense. This is the entrance. Wait, the shaggy prison inside the scale. That's what I said! But you know what? I said it, I'll say it. Wait, the shackling prison's in Scalegor's waterscape too?
Well, technically, the shackling prison is spread out across multiple delves, and the ancient sea is just where they overlap. Please,
Actually.
come on in, dear guests.
I like this guy. Alright, let's go. Wait, can I stay just a moment and look around here, or is it gonna kick me out? Oh, I think I could have done it. Okay, yeah, that's intimidating. Captain, where are you going? It's the story. It's just not time for map exploration. I know, but it looks cool. Whoa. Alright. Like I said, I think we'll finish the story today. I'm hoping to. But this is only part 1. So we're gonna get cliffhung somehow, somewhere. And I'm not sure where it'll be. It's robots, dude. The waifu robots beat the shit out of you. Dude, they had waifu puppets in Pinacone. What's with space? What's with this cosmos and having waifu bots? They truly are an advanced civilization. I should probably switch my key map, but you know what I need to do is put proper relics on Danhong so that when we inevitably get into battle, he can actually do something. There's Assassin's Creed and Jiaochu. Why does he always look evil?
What are you looking at?
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing.
Oh, they have one
It's
too.
completely underwater.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of cake for me.
Somehow I still trust this guy more than this smiling fox merchant.
Still thinking
guy.
about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. You're free now. Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
Woohoo!
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Assassin's Creed.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
So that's kind of their other goal here, is they really want Hule. Yo, Shui?
Guests, my name is Shui Yi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
Also a waifu robot.
We're Jiao Cho and Moza. General Fei Xiao sent us to extradite the Borisin criminal Hule to the Yaoqing.
Has no one told them that they're already... The Borisons are
We're
already
here to
here?
inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Imagine these two with Sampo. What a team. Now I want to make that team.
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip.
It's pretty serious if they sent Shui, to be honest.
Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Borisin abominations of abundance, and the arch nemesis of the Fox